If you thought that getting one of the richest contracts in NFL history would satisfy Jalen Hurts, then think again, because man, did he have some interesting things to say recently on a podcast. We'll talk about all of it. What is going on, everybody? Welcome into A to Z Philly, your number one home for Eagles coverage. Hit the like button if you enjoy the show. Be sure to subscribe and also ring that bell down below. That way you don't miss any of the coverage. Today we are back, RB, bringing you another one from the link. Obviously, it has been quiet on NFL fronts, on Eagle fronts. Not much going on. However, it is always important that we sit here and have an appreciation that Jalen frickin' Hurts is the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. The man got paid. The man has a nice girl. The man has a nice family. The man is set. The man has a great job. The man is in a great city, but he's never, ever satisfied. He is a mad man, and I can't wait to hear about what he had to say on a podcast. Shout out to Jalen Hurts, though, man. We got to give him some recognition because he has been nominated for this year's ESPY Awards for Best NFL Player. He is on there with Nick Bosa, Justin Jefferson, and Patrick Mahomes. He may not win it, but just the fact that this guy is even getting nominated for an ESPYs shows the growth, shows the performance, and just shows, how far he has come already. Now, before we get into what he had to say, shout out to our sponsor of today's video, BetMGM. Enjoy all your favorite sports like never before at BetMGM. Sign up using code ATOZPA and receive up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. When you register with BetMGM, you'll get instant access to a variety of parlay selection features, live betting options, player props, and daily boosted odds specials. And with BetMGM at your fingertips, every play and every game matter more than ever. Find out why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Sign up today with bonus code ATOZPA and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. Pennsylvania only. New customer offer. Bonus bets expire 7 days from issuance. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, let's go ahead and get into this, man. So Jalen Hurts was on a podcast with Rob Maaddi from the AP, and he was on the Pro Football Podcast. And he was kind of just asked about, his work ethic, and he was asked about, just his strategy, I guess, for the offseason. And they had a whole conversation. The full episode will be released later this week, but they did put out a clip, and man, it is just nice and refreshing once again to hear things like this. Let's go ahead and hear the question and hear Jalen Hurts' response.
What pushes you to be the best that you can be despite all the accolades and the contract and everything else?
That in itself. Everybody wants to be the best, and everybody aspires to be the best and works to be the best. But ultimately, you have to find something that separates you, and that's the thrill. There's a thrill in not being satisfied, and there's a thrill in being on this journey. And I've embraced that, and I love this game, and I know my purpose within this game, and I truly just want to be intentional, and I've always tried to be intentional, regardless of what it may have looked like, what was said, or whatever it was. So every day I just try to be the best that I can be, and that is not based off of external factors. Those things don't matter. You just try and control what you can, keep the main thing.
Man, I'll tell you what, it is just so nice to have a guy with this type of mentality, but he's right. He always has been intentional. He came in rookie year. Everybody in the locker room was saying, they knew he was going to be the guy just by the way he held himself or he handled things. And he's always been respectful. He's always been nice, but deep down inside, this guy is a competitor, and he's earned everything that has come his way so far. But I always said, he needs to be a motivational speaker when he retires. I mean, listen to this. There's a thrill in not being satisfied, and there's a thrill in being on this journey, and I've embraced that. I love the way he's so poetic when he talks, and, he always keeps that cool tempo, though, right? Like, he always is even keel And sometimes he does get criticized for that. Like he could be a little more energetic, but I just don't think anything phases this guy. And why it's honestly why I believe that he's going to find a way back to the Super Bowl, whether it's this year, the next year, whatever. He has a long career ahead of him. And this type of mentality, this mindset on his shoulders is going to get him a long way in this league. And for example, you look at a guy like Carson Wentz, who right now is in Florida trying to work out and learn how to throw again just to even make, a backup spot on a roster and not trying to throw straight at Wentz here. But I'm just saying, you look at his mindset, you look at what was said about him, the way he interacted with teammates in the locker room, and you look at how a guy like this, I don't think it's very common for, a 23-year-old to be able to go into a locker room full of veterans, guys that have done it at the highest level, like some of these Eagles have for a long time, and just command respect. And I just think that speaks tons of volume to his character and who he is. And I can't wait to see the growth. If he improved that much last year, I cannot wait to see what he's going to do this season. They've already said great things about, where he's developing this offseason. So shout out to Jalen Hurts. And lastly, we have a quote from Eagles former OC Marty Mornhinweg. And he said, prior to the 2022 season, some guys kind of wilt, kind of fold a little bit when things aren't going really well. That won't happen with this young man. He is built to play quarterback in this league. I believe Mornhinweg came in at some point as an advisor or just, to provide some additional help on the Eagles staff. This was prior to the 22 season. He saw it coming. He knew it. This is a guy who's been around Jalen Hurts, been around the team, and I only expect great things going forward. I really do. I think Hurts is going to separate himself into another tier. I'm not saying he's the best quarterback in the league. Obviously did not beat Patrick Mahomes, even though he had a splendid game. But Jalen Hurts is not number 7 or whatever PFF ranked him. No, he is up there in the top 3, the top 4 right now, and he is going to have a fantastic season. So my question to Eagle Nation out there is, what is your stat prediction for Jalen Hurts this upcoming season? Drop it down in the comments section. As always, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.